Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Fallout Roundtable. This is a place where diverse individuals discuss various topics from the Fallout universe. Join us, the conversation has already started.
Welcome to another episode of the Fallout Roundtable. I am your host, Maverick, and today, it's a great day. I don't sound the best. I'm on cough medicine and NyQuil, or DayQuil, because I'm not feeling well.
It'll be interesting to see what we get.
Yeah. Today we have Romer and Sassylady with me today. And before we get started, and me to introduce a topic, which everyone probably should know by now what we're going to do. How about you rate, review, and subscribe to our YouTube channel? There's a lot more content going up on there. You should probably go and see it. Fallout Roundtable. It's our same logo. That's how you can find us. Is the same logo as on our Spotify here. Rate, review us on Spotify. Give us those 5 stars, or 4, or I think it is 5.
Five only.
5. Find us on Twitter at FalloutRTB. And give us a shout out. Give us a shout of what you want to see more. And then, how about our Gmail if you want to get in contact with us? FalloutRTB@gmail.com. There we go. Now here's the big announcement. Our topic for tonight. The trailer drops as we're recording this. The trailer dropped last Saturday. Right after we recorded our first looks for Vanity Fair, that Vanity Fair article. So now we may be a little late to the party, but we're going to talk about it today because it was just awesome. So let's begin. What do you guys think of it first?
I thought it was incredible.
Oh.
Yeah, it looked. I mean, yeah, it looked Fallout.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited. It looks high quality. It looks like they put a lot of effort into getting the details right, into getting the world right. And I'm pretty excited to see where the storyline's going to go, because it looks like, as we kind of figured, that there are going to be multiple storylines kind of set apart in different areas of the country.
Yeah, it was funny. I asked a friend of mine if he watched the trailer, and he's like, "Yeah, I watched it. It was a little quirky." I'm like,
"That's Fallout for you."
Yeah, it was like you've played a Fallout game before, right? He's like, "Oh yeah, that's a good point."
Yeah, because that was definitely something that they mentioned in the article, that they were going to keep that humor that is, the hallmark of humor. Fallout. Yeah. That they're going to keep that, but I feel like it's a little bit of a Nolan thing too. Nolan brothers. I feel like that's a little bit of their, that's kind of their thing. They can do that. And then you look at the people that they've hired. I don't know a lot about the girl. I'm not familiar with her works, or the guy who plays Maxim, or whatever his name is, Maximus, whatever. But hello, when you look at the work that Walton Goggins has done. I mean, Perky's his middle name, so he's got a full gamut of things that he can do, and a lot of it has been pretty quirky. So that just, he's perfect Fallout character.
Yeah.
But I love that we're going to see flashbacks of his life pre-war, which means we'll see some pre-war stuff, and we did see images of him pre-Ghoul. So
yeah,
we saw that in the trailer.
I feel like they're going to, because for anyone who has not watched the Vanity Fair episode that we did, all this is going to be canon. So a lot of this will probably explain what happened pre-war that we just don't know about. It's just too vague. So it'll be a great thing. It'll be the Ghoul story, Walter Goggins' story in there. Each of us have probably watched it at least a half dozen times, maybe more. More than likely more, probably north of 50 times.
And shared it with everybody we know.
Yeah, and shared it everywhere. Because that's what we do. A Let's get
excitement
down into this trailer though.
palpable.
Those photos, that the Vanity Fair article, the first look, they were all in there, but in motion picture form. They were moving, and we figured out. I would like to go through it a little bit before, see what we saw. Maybe some speculation stuff of what we could expect from the trailer.
For sure.
After we did the our speculations and stuff, how much we probably got right, how much we still don't know, because there's a lot we don't know. Let's start at the vault. Lucy's character, it looks to me, it looks like we know the problem. At least part of the problem. Why she leaves. At least in my opinion, we
what do you think?
Well, if you watch the trailer a little bit, you could see that there's a mutiny or something going on.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yep.
That's what it looked like.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Something happened.
There was some fighting amongst some vault dwellers. There's a lot of
there was a lot of fighting.
Did you catch like the pregnant lady with the fork in her eye?
Yes.
That was pretty wild.
But that's Fallout for you also. So yes. I'm not surprised at all.
So
it is a vault, so that it could be part of the experiment too,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
What kind of experimenting? Or is it just simple genetic defect after 200 years of having the same gene pool? But we see a guy who's a Cyclops, right?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think
my
speculation about that is I don't think he's a part of her
vault. Yeah.
Her vault. I think he's at a
lot of people
vault,
think he's from Vault 32 and that it's a result of some experiment. So she's probably visiting. So we don't know, is that fight then in her vault or is that fight in another vault? I'm guessing hers because she's got to go do something. And we see a shot.
Yeah.
We see a shot of her looking at her dad through a glass window.
But that's always fun to see, McLaughlin's character, Overseer Hank, may not be a main character.
Yeah, that's kind of a bummer too, because he's so good.
I know, he is very good. You don't see him a lot in movies stuff, though.
That part. Yeah. I mean, I was surprised to see he was going to be playing an overseer, like her dad, because I was like, I feel like his range is...
I feel like he'd be a better Brotherhood of Steel guy, but...
Well, or like some kind of kooky wastelander, or some kind of, shyster in the wasteland or something, that she meets, I felt like would have been like a good fit for him, but...
Well, the guy at the fire... at the fire pit, the guy who plays Ben Linus in Lost.
Yeah, he's in Lost. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, he. Yeah. Oh, yeah. His.
That was like wow.
Yeah, the way he plays his character, the way he plays his characters is definitely a quirky wastelander.
Yes. Well, kind of like the paranoid guy, right? Yeah. So that was probably. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's trying to be nice. He's trying to tell her, "Oh yeah, you're not gonna make it.
You're gonna die, bro."
Yeah, it's like you're not. You're not taught how to survive here, I mean, he's just being straight up with her. Like
her reaction to the tumbleweed was, I mean, it was perfect.
That was obvious.
Like, you never seen any of that, but she stumbled back.
And think about it, you're in a vault, like there's no wind to like blow trash at your feet and things. So yeah, things like that just don't happen. And you're already like your senses are heightened because everybody's telling you that it's dangerous and you're going to die and things are out there to kill you. And then this tumbleweed like sneaks up on you and you're probably going to be a little jumpy.
No, I mean, she's just running away from a tumbleweed. She's going to make it in the wasteland. Just fine. Just fine.
Well, she's aware. So that's good. You have to be aware of your surroundings. I love dog meat. He better be a dog meat. That's all I got to say. He better be a dog meat. I love the scene of him sitting there with an arm in his mouth, like good boy. Like who's a good boy?
The only thing I could take away from that because that arm looked fake.
They have a.
Who's gonna volunteer for the dog to rip your arm off? Me. Like,
me. No. Okay. Let me rephrase that. It looked like a Halloween prop.
Okay, that sounds.
Well,
They
most
have
of
a
that stuff is
poster.
rubberized.
They have a poster for Fallout, and it's got dog meat underneath it. And it's him sitting there holding an arm.
It does say that, doesn't it? Yeah, so it's got to
Yeah,
be
it
dog
does.
meat. Yeah.
So I wonder how many
dog
dogs
meat.
in the wasteland are called dog meat.
I loved those movie posters, by the way. And I don't know, it took me a second, but the one, like my least favorite was the one with Lucy on it. And then I realized if you kind of blur out on it a little bit, the scenes that are like around her make a skull.
Yeah.
A skull.
Oh,
That's creepy, super creepy. Look at it. It took
Hmm.
me a while because like I'm like, there's got to be something to this. Like I just don't get these random images of like whatever it was, like the red rocket or whatever in the background. I'm like, I don't understand. It's like weird images. Like the other ones were photographed so well and it looked so good. And then this has just got haphazard images thrown up. And then I realized that if you don't really look at the images, it's a skull.
I did not read the article for Vanity Fair because I didn't want to. I'm going to watch the trailer 100 times, so I don't want anything else spoiled for me.
Okay.
So, my question for you: um, did they say specifically what time frame this is taking? Like
16
between
years after.
219
After-
years.
Yeah.
after 4?
Yeah, after 4.
219 years after the
Okay.
bombs fell.
Yeah, so yeah, this is supposed to be canon, its own
It's like
story.
all in the same. I think it's like directly on the heels of like everything.
Okay.
It's like the most recent of anything because it's like after 4, which I believe is the latest.
Right.
Yeah, 4 is the latest.
Yeah, so
And
it's
then
right after.
Yeah.
So any lore is fair game.
Anything out of 4 is fair game.
Well, anything in the whole universe is fair game.
That is true.
So
That's what I meant. Yeah.
they have so much at their at their disposal to work with because they can work with all of it. And the reason that I said that I feel like this is going to be in multiple areas is because we know that her vault it was built under Santa Monica, and we saw shots of what was probably Santa Monica Pier.
Yeah,
she comes
yeah.
out.
If you noted, yeah, I agree.
With the Ferris wheel and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then we see shots of what looks like it's supposed to be the Brotherhood Fort, and we find out from some people who did some data digging, and somebody dropped a link to Tunnel Snake's Fool, and she's on YouTube, and she put a little brief thing out that somebody had DM'd her and verified for her that the base isn't actually, it's an old Air Force base, I believe, that is located on the border of Arizona and is it Arizona, Nevada and Utah? Now I'm lost. Yeah, Nevada and Utah, right?
Would not be surprising because that's in the heart of NCR
Like
territory.
Weston, something like that. I might have that wrong because I'm going off my memory, and that's been several days. But it's a
surprised.
base. It's like right on the state line.
Would not be surprised.
Like Google shots of the actual place and then shots from the movie, and they line up. So we know we've got stuff like in that, Fallout New Vegas area of the country. And then we've got stuff from California. So we're going to be in like multiple areas.
I don't think we're going past Mississippi River though.
No, I doubt we'll come to the east, but they may reference it. And you got to remember, hopefully this is a multi-season show.
Oh, I hope so. Just the way that it looked.
Yeah.
I think will.
I'm hoping that this goes several seasons and that they can spread out or reference or have people come in from the east or whatever.
That'd be nice.
I was excited because that early picture release that they had of the vault door and stuff. People are speculating that it looks like there's a body laying on the ground in front of the vault door, and then in the trailer you can see the body. So
there is.
But with the fact that you see all the uprising in the vault, which probably is her vault, with people fighting in the cornfields, is probably why. And they're all yelling at her not to leave. Like, don't open the door, don't open the door. And I don't know if it's kind of a similar thing to what is it when you leave Fallout 3 and everybody gets in a big fight because your dad left and now you're gonna leave and everybody's like rioting and
it's more
trying to kill you, and because
Yeah,
they're
in
all
Fallout
scared.
3, your dad leaves. Liam
Yeah.
Neeson, your father leaves.
Yes.
Then everyone
And they all come after you.
concludes, yeah, they come after you because they think that you know where he's going, and they want to basically kill you for your information.
Right. Which you
But
don't
you
know
gotta
anything
fight
because
yourself out.
Dad didn't share. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
that
so
makes
you're
sense.
automatically
I
a bad
mean,
guy.
we're gonna kill you, so you can tell us what you wouldn't tell us what you know. Wait, what?
Right.
Wait, what?
It makes me absolutely want to comply.
Yeah, that would want me to comply. But at the same time, I would want to leave. But
Which you
going
didn't.
back to the
Oh,
trailer, let's go back to the trailer.
yes, trailer.
Trailer
So,
stuff.
big mutant monster thing with fingers in its mouth.
Oh my
Good
gosh,
Lord.
yeah.
That was
thing.
disturbing.
I love that.
I feel like
I mean, I feel like, was it as bad as a centaur or worse?
I feel like probably worse because we got a close up of the mouth.
Yeah, I mean the little tonguey things on the centaurs are pretty creepy, but having like multiple appendages in your mouth is kind of disgusting.
And
A
then we
mouth.
got to see Yogwai.
Instead of a
Yagwai looked
mouthful.
good.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yagwai looked really good.
Oh,
Attacking the
God.
guy in the power armor, man. Like he had him down.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing about power armor. Like you knock them down, they're probably not going to get back up. It's like difficult. And you don't move very well in those things. So yeah, Yagwai was just going to town. It's like, I just need a can opener over here.
Well, speaking of the power armor, the power armor looked really good. I liked it because it didn't have that awkward Bobby look. It looked like it was moving naturally.
Yeah.
You know,
like it was able to move.
Right. You know, because like sometimes you'll see like the big bulky things in like other movies and TV shows, and that's, you know, prosthetic stuff and not CGI, right. And it looks awkward. It has like weird. That didn't look awkward. It looked smooth.
What I liked, which is like probably just me, but like when the dude is in his little, you know, brace or whatever in the vertibird, and he's just sitting back chilling with, you know, his arms up on his braces, you know, it's like he's got this expression on his face, and I know he doesn't because it's a helmet.
It's a helmet, yeah.
But it looked like he had this expression on his face, like, yo, you know, I was just like, I don't know. I thought it was good.
Like, chill out, young blood.
Yeah.
To me, he looked like he was like maybe there's music playing or something, and he was just kind of bobbing his head a little bit.
Just another day, man. And the kid's like all excited. He's like, oh man, what are we gonna do? And this guy's just back here like, yeah, whatever, just another day.
Another day in the office, man.
It was pretty neat. I don't know, because like, how do you put an expression on those things? But yeah, to me, it felt like it had an expression. I know, probably just looking into it too much, but I thought it was neat.
I got that same feeling, but a little bit differently at the same time.
I had to sit there and try to explain to my 8-year-old why what happened to Walter Goggins' nose.
Oh yeah,
what's wrong with his nose?
It looks better. It looks so much better than the picture did.
The radiation makes it just fall off, you know. So
he can still breathe.
Yeah. No, he did look pretty good. And I love that, you know, they show that he is pretty formidable. He's a good shot. He takes care of himself. So
yeah, a lot of
blood. I have a feeling that he is gonna probably take in Lucy like a little lost dog, and that she is probably gonna bring that last bit of humanity out in him, because I bet that's why we see some of his previous life, which we saw horses. Pre-war, right? Did we see him post? Now I can't remember. No. Play this thing, watch it some more. You know, because we saw him get on a horse with his, I assume, daughter and try and ride away from the blast.
Well, yeah, if you notice, and I just noticed this today while I was watching it in preparation for the show tonight, for this recording tonight. That if you notice in, you know, when they zoom out with all the explosions, if you notice in that little tiny little corner, you could see that little horse running away. I'm like, that's a good
very right. And that's the thing too, is you see how tiny they are, and these big explosions going up in the background, and they're down there just super tiny in the foreground.
Also, if you notice what he's wearing, it's the same colors as like a Vault
It's Vault type colors, even though it's a cowboy shirt.
Yeah, even though it's a cowboy shirt, it's still Vault
blue and yellow. Yeah,
it's probably like a rodeo, like sponsored by Vault Tech is probably what it is.
I think so. Yeah, because it's what
that
it
would make
looked like,
sense.
some kind of a rodeo shirt, right? Like not something that if he was a real cowboy, he was not going to wear that kind of stuff all the time. It was more fancy dress cowboy stuff, So yeah, that'll be interesting to see if the bombs drop during a rodeo show or something. Right, that might explain why he had a horse and his daughter with him.
That would explain it. But first, let's take our break, and we'll see you on the other side.
Hi, welcome to 3 Count Thoughts. Let me introduce the crew real quick.
Hi, I'm Maverick Stone.
I'm Romer.
And I am Jaxus. Join us as we talk all things wrestling. Each week, we'll take a topic from the wrestling world, knock it around a bit, and then go over the week in wrestling from a strictly fan perspective. We can be found on all major podcast catchers. We can also be found at 3 Count Thoughts on both YouTube and Twitter. Or you can send us an email using 3countthoughts@gmail.com. Okay, are you ready? Ring the bell.
Welcome back, everybody. This is the Fallout Roundtable. I hope you didn't miss us too hard. Maybe you got a Coke ad or a Mountain Dew ad while we were in there. It's the holiday season. Christmas is almost here. Special announcement. No special announcement. We're thinking about merch. Not really, but holiday season's coming up. But anyway, back to the trailer.
So I have to throw out there, probably one of the funniest things about the trailer was the studio behind The Boys and free 2-day shipping.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that. Free 2-day shipping was such a.
It's Amazon Prime. Yeah.
Well, actually, though, to be honest, when you have Prime, like you might even get it same day.
Yeah, you might get it same day too.
I mean, if you're lucky enough to live near a warehouse, we get stuff
great.
same day a lot.
I don't.
We do. We have one in. It's like about 45 minutes from here.
We live close to
a stuff same day.
I live probably about 15-20 minute drive away from our warehouse, and we still get stuff that's like, oh, it'll be here by 8 o'clock. Oh, sorry, it won't be here until tomorrow.
Oh, well, we tend to order some drinks, these energy drinks that we like, Celsius. We order them bulk.
Oh, Celsius is good.
It is
good.
So,
please, Celsius, send us something.
Us, yeah.
Sponsor us.
Not currently sponsored by Celsius, but hope to be.
Brought to you by Celsius.
We ordered like 2 cases of it, and I don't know, the other morning, and had them by. Well, Paul said they'd be here by 2, but they were here before that. So, yay!
It's always good when stuff is ahead of schedule.
It's kind of fun, and then yes, you do have like other things that you order, and you wait for a week, and you're like, whatever.
Yeah, there are those times.
Yeah.
We are talking about this is still technically Fallout trailer material because we're talking about Amazon.
We're talking about Amazon.
Oh yeah, okay, gotcha. That's right.
This is the studio making the show. But hey, because of that, there's a lot of money being thrown at this.
There is a ton of money.
Throw all our money at it. It's great because
Amazon Prime does Thursday Night Football. Why not throw a ton of money into this Fallout show too?
Yeah, because it's looking really good.
Does Walter Goggins' character, does he have a bloody mess?
Apparently it looks like he might. You saw that window after he shot somebody.
Yeah. Yep. There's a lot. This show is not for the faint of heart.
Yeah, it looks like there's gonna be some gore. There's gonna be some gore.
But
there's gonna be some indecency, maybe. We have a guy running around with no pants.
Diaper Man.
Lucy looks a little frightened of him. I think I would be as well.
I would be very frightened of him. I'd shoot him.
That rad roach there at the beginning was freaking terrifying.
He looked
It was
pretty
terrifying.
good.
It looked
They
great,
were showing
but it was terrifying
that they were just recently at oh gosh, CC something or other that where they debuted this trailer.
It was in Cologne, Germany. No,
I thought it was in Brazil or something like that.
No, it was at
They had
GameCon.
they had a
everywhere.
buttload of trailers released like this last week.
Yeah.
Guess what else came out this week? Also game related. GTA 6 came out this week, and it looks fantastic.
It looks like it's like Florida Man at its finest.
Yes. And I'm like,
that's all I got from the trailer was like, oh, it looks
it's
like
in
Florida
Vice
Man.
City. We're going back to Vice City, and I'm excited because I loved Vice City. I loved GTA Vice City.
Anyway, we saw the Big Rad Roach model.
Yes, let's talk about the Rad
while
Roach.
they had the actors sitting in the classroom wearing their pit boys, taking their goats, during it, like in a vault mock-up at this, convention that they were at. So
that's cool.
Really,
it looked really nice.
That's cool.
I don't know if that thing will travel or what, but it looked really good.
Okay, let's talk about the Brotherhood of Steel.
Okay.
We saw a lot of Brotherhood.
Yeah, we did.
Not much else. Is that to be expected? Are we going to see the NCR? I've brought this up.
I think we're going to see NCR.
Too.
I think we are, because we know from earlier leaks that there was an NCR flag hanging inside of one of the vaults.
Yep, that's right. Yep.
How can we not see NCR if they're going to be in Nevada or Utah? Right? I feel like
that could
encroaching on territory.
That could be why they're in Nevada and Utah, though, because NCR mainly was in California and that part. That means
in Nevada too.
I mean,
so I feel like they're encroaching on their
not
territory.
Terribly into Nevada, I didn't think.
It could be the carrot that they dangle at the end of the season for season 2.
Right.
That's true.
It could be. Like, season 1 could be like a setup for a lot of stuff. It could be like introductory for a lot of things, setting us up for all kinds of stuff.
So that could be like at the end of the episode, at the end of the season finale, like things look, whatever the battle is or whatever's going on, and things look, desperate and everything. And next thing you know, shots come out of nowhere, and you've got these NCR, troops standing around, and they're like, look like you need some help, or something like that, right before they,
Or it could be that, the Brotherhood's like building up their ranks, and then the NCR decides they don't like that. They might go to war.
We never knew. I don't think they ever finished the war with the Brotherhood. The NCR did since Fallout New Vegas, or even before that.
Well,
so I'm looking at a map.
because there's remnants, right?
Of Brotherhood.
Wasn't there Brotherhood remnants around?
Yeah, no. There was a detachment during New Vegas. I don't remember where.
Underground or something, weren't they? Because they didn't let insiders in.
Yeah, they wouldn't let a lot of insiders.
Or outsiders, sorry, outsiders.
Yeah.
You're an insider. You can't come.
You're an insider. You're part of us, but you can't be here. So anyway, I'm looking at this map here of the NCR. I'm trying to see here, and yes, I will admit defeat. You are right.
What?
Where do we know if the Caesar's Legion got completely destroyed in New Vegas?
You see, that's the thing, is there's been speculation that we'll now know the canon ending to New Vegas.
Oh,
I knew, yeah.
Because whatever they show, like if they show Caesar's Legion's in charge, and we know that Robert House is going to make an appearance because he's been listed as a character in IMDb.
Yeah.
So,
no.
Yeah, they're going.
Am I telling you things you don't know?
No, I didn't know that.
Oh, sorry. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, definitely tag this episode. Heavy spoilers.
So the
people
dude, yeah,
are researching on their own at this point.
I'm getting this from other people. This isn't me looking this stuff up. This is other people have been putting this out there. So Robert House is listed in at least one episode.
I'm assuming they're going to at least go. They're going to go to New Vegas, or either one of these main characters.
It's plausible that we're going to see some New Vegas or something of some sort. So we're going to know who is in charge, which is going to tell us how New Vegas ended. Right.
Or we also want to know the canon ending of 4.
Yeah, that's what I figured too. It may not be right away though.
I don't think they'll do that.
They could be with I wish I knew what Walter Goggins' character's name was instead of saying Walter Goggins.
His character is the Ghoul.
The Ghoul.
The Ghoul. That's it. He is a bounty hunter, and his name is the Ghoul. We may find out what his name was pre-war, but he just goes by the Ghoul.
That's really? Pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
that was in the Vanity Fair article.
It could be because he's lived so long, he could have an actual interaction with the actual Mr. House.
Yeah. It could be that Mr. House is in there as flashbacks because the character who plays them is pretty young.
Or they could really?
Yeah, he is probably 30-ish, 40-ish. He's not very old.
Okay. Well, there you go.
So, there's a picture of him floating around everywhere, but you can IMDb and see I forget what the guy's name is, but you can see who it is and see what he looks like. Bless you. I saw that.
I didn't want it to show up.
That was good. But I saw.
You see me go.
Yes. It's poor guy sneezing. But yeah, so Robert House makes an appearance, but it could be in a flashback. It could be that, like you said, the Ghoul has some sort of interaction with him at some point in time. Like maybe he worked for him or whatever.
He's based out of New Vegas, and
right. If he is a rodeo star, because that is feasible based on his outfit, then he, could have been that he had something to do with the Lucky 38. Like maybe he was doing a show there or something, and maybe he met him.
But it could also they use his face for the rendering for doing the big screen,
and that could
Mr.
be
House.
It could be too, because he does have dark hair, kind of like that. So, throw a mustache on him, he could, he looks a lot like what he should look like on computer.
Oh,
but he's specifically listed as in one episode, so I feel like if they're just going to use him to do the screen rendition or whatever, that he might be in more than one. But
or it could be long before the bombs are dropped, and he makes the Ghoul, pre-Ghoul, I should say. Is doing a show in Las Vegas, and this is Mr. House, and he's a big name here. Blah blah blah. Did you? I somehow missed that. I apologize.
It's okay. I was just he's doing a show at the Lucky 38 and met Mr. House.
Oh yeah, you did say it. Wow.
Would this be
Great
real Mr. House or Computer House?
We don't know. He was listed as Robert House.
Robert House.
Yeah. And I don't think that
I
don't think he had kids, so
that'd be cool.
I don't think it was descendants. Yeah, I think it would be neat to see him as a person and not just as the head in the computer or whatever. The embodiment.
Pretty cool though.
In a computer.
They finally figured out a way to unfreeze him.
Well, no, it would be neat to see him before as a person before he decides that he, even if it's while he's thinking, this is eventually going to happen, I'm going to have to do something, I've got a plan.
My computer's not going to last forever, but I need someone human.
But I'm going to hook myself up to it so that it'll keep me alive.
Yeah, all this power that I've accumulated will not last forever. Might as well get a human descendant. A male.
Those power cores last forever until you put it in a power suit.
So. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So remember, they have nuclear power. They don't have our power.
I thought they're getting their power from Hoover Dam though.
Electricity, but I'm sure they still have nuclear power too, right? For their fusion cores and stuff.
Probably. But anyway, back to the trailer. Or
Well, you said we were going to speculate about it. This is
well, yeah.
speculating.
Well, yes, but
So
Well, I guess we did kind of speculate about House, so we got that going.
Yeah.
So the Brotherhood,
yes.
the base that they're using is actually like an ammo storage place, I guess. All those like pyramid looking ish places are like ammo storage in real life.
Yeah. No, there's one.
You know, they
there's
can probably
one
do
near
whatever.
me. There's one not that far. If you count 3 hours being far from me.
So that is and then the salt flats. So that's how like they knew that they were on like probably the Utah side, is because right outside the gates is like a salt flat, and you can see that in the show.
I would
Nothing but
not.
salt flats.
I would with what you're saying. Me speculating here. I think the base would probably be in the Great Salt Lake because it's all dried up.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'd speculate.
But that's it. Well, it's not a speculation. They've got it verified that is for sure that particular base, and I can't think of the actual name of it. Weston, I think, is what it was, something like that. Let me see if I can find her thing again. But she's under Tunnel Snakes Rule. Tunnel Snakes Fool. Sorry. Tunnel Snakes Fool. Leak confirms new location of BOS. And let me see if I can. Wendover, sorry, not Weston. It's Wendover Air Force Base. So right on the line, there's like East Wendover and West Wendover. So,
do we want to talk about the sound choice, the song choice that they did?
The music, I'm excited about that they're staying in the genre, which they should. But I am excited that there's a new song too. That it's not just like we didn't hear "I'm going to set the world on fire again" or something like that. I'm glad that we got to hear a new song, but
it was a newer rendition,
one that dovetailed nicely into, the universe.
Yeah, when the Vertibird was taking off, it sort of brought the dramatic feel to the Brotherhood. That they're here to stay.
Yeah, it looks like they're here to stay. I mean, it doesn't look like they're going to go anywhere. I mean, they've got the whole the Pridwin, not Pridwin, and the all those other
the fake Pridwin.
The Pridwin, not Pridwin.
The fake one, but not really at the same time. It's same design from what we know.
They've got all those vertibirds until somebody shoots a pipe pistol at it.
And this is where we may get a canon ending for Fallout 4, because the Pridwin should be on the East Coast at this point or destroyed.
No, right? I saw something on Twitter that it's confirmed that is not the Pridwin.
That is not the Pridwin.
Else.
No.
Because in the Vanity Fair article, they gave the name of it. But considering that this is after Fallout 4, like just after. So
it's like a name for
either the Pridwin is on the East Coast
or whatever,
because the Brotherhood is in charge, or the Pridwin is destroyed because the Brotherhood is not in charge. Right?
Yeah, this is one of those things where we get to learn a lot of what happened in 4. What happened in New Vegas.
Right.
Or what could happen in New Vegas and what could have happened in 4.
And it's going to be canon. Everything in the show is canon. So
which is going to be great.
Whatever they say, like if the Pridwin is still operational on the East Coast, then that means that whatever ending you played where you destroyed the Brotherhood of Steel was not canon. And then if it's not operational on the East Coast, and that means that if you played the Brotherhood ending where you joined them, then that's not canon.
That's not canon, bro.
So we're gonna learn at least that much. We may not know everything, like the Institute or the railroad, whatever.
Yeah, the railway. Yeah, the new
railways.
Faction splintered off the railroad.
We may not know
the railway.
I'll be working on the railroad. We may not know all that, but we should at least have an idea of what happened to the Brotherhood.
I have a good suspicion that whatever happens, the Institute's no more.
I feel like the Brotherhood, this is just my prediction, I feel like the Brotherhood makes it on the East Coast. I feel like they're still going because that gives them better strength to build up on the west, because you see another airship. So I feel like, because the Prydwen was one of a kind, right? So now,
it was made out of stuff from Adams Air Force Base.
right. And so the Prydwen did so well, and they got all the way across the country with it. So they decided to build a second one. And so now
they lost communication with the Prydwen, so they're trying to get that up, the not Prydwen up activated, so they can go out and see what happened.
maybe
That could be that too.
But then why? Why send another one off to an unknown
Because there was
destiny?
an elder Maxon. Remember he united East and West.
Yeah,
he's large and in charge, my man.
Yeah, so who's in charge now then?
We don't know.
Yeah. Like, who's second
we
in
don't
command?
know.
Who's in charge now, and why is there that guy? Who's this weird wanderer running around wearing Elder Maxon's coat? What the hell?
I killed him for the coat. It was awesome.
I wanted the coat.
It was all for the coat.
So I took his
coat.
Blew up the whole dang thing for a coat.
I
shot him to take the coat, and the rest of the Brotherhood fought me, and well, we had to end it. So
they just had to go.
They just had to go. They weren't welcome here no more.
Fired the artillery, and boom, that balloon just.
All of this mass destruction was for a coat.
Over
damn
a coat.
right.
Damn right.
We take fashion seriously in the wasteland.
I've done less for adhesive, so shut up.
Exactly.
I've done less.
Yep, pretty much.
In that case, we never talked about the Minutemen here. What happened to Preston Garvey and all those people?
Well, hey, we're speculating on the trailer, not the freaking,
the whole shebang.
Fallout universe.
I don't know. What do you think? True. Somebody got sick of Preston and Captain as
Captain. the general Captain, because he was getting tired of him getting sent everywhere by
being told what to do.
Yeah.
Probably some raider gang finally got a hold of him.
That wouldn't be surprising. But let's get back to the trailer. We're almost out of time here.
I was just saying that, we're going to get an ending.
At
least the Brotherhood.
So final thoughts before we end tonight's episode, or today, this morning, whenever you're listening to it. The final thoughts. Go for it. Now, shoot.
Okay. I'm excited. Just clear across the board. It's live action series of Fallout. So and it looks highly detailed, and it looks like they put a lot of attention into the details. So I don't know. It's I don't know. It's kind of that whole thing. You're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. Kind of thing. So I don't care. I'm not going to look for 100% accuracy. I just want it to look good and be a good story and keep me in suspense. That's all I care.
I can feel that.
Second that,
your final thoughts here?
I'm all about dog meat. I think dog meat looks great. I think he's gonna be some comedic relief, although it looks like he's also gonna be kind of serious, because there's shots of him like running like he's a military dog. I think he looks like he starts out as a military dog or something, maybe.
Yeah, with that turret.
But I think he ends up with the ghoul. It looks like from the promo posters that he belongs to the ghoul. So that makes sense, that he would have this canine buddy with him. And just the shot of dog meat running around with an arm in his mouth is just
that was pretty funny. It was pretty awesome,
classic, and yeah. I think that's great. And then of course, when Lucy's being lectured that she's not going to survive the wasteland at the fire by the guy from Lost, and she's like kind of like, oh gosh, here's dog meat like ripping up some bug or something, and
it looked like a rad roach.
Yeah. And it's like a very tense moment, and then dog meat's over here rah, 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 just chomping on something. It's just like, So I don't know how she ended up with him there. I don't know. That'll be interesting to see how all that unfolds. Dog meat just tends to take up with any vault dweller that needs your help. It's typical dog meat. But I'm excited about it. I'm excited what we've seen. I'm excited with the detail and the recreation and what looks like to be plenty of big budget. It just looks really good. And I know haters are going to hate, but I don't care. I'm going to watch it. And I'm excited.
Preach it.
Preach,
sister.
Preach.
Excited to see it
Preach.
and what they do with it. I think it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to add a little bit.
Okay,
add on. Walter Goggins is in it, so I mean, it's gonna be freaking awesome.
I'll watch anything with him in it. So, I'll give anything a chance. It's got him in it.
So anyway,
even the one where he's a widow in a rom-com.
Oh yeah. I mean, they're not all hits, but
they're not all.
Hey, that was a good show. I enjoyed that show a lot.
I fell in love with the guy during Justified, and he was like a bad dude. So,
check it. Go back and watch The Shield and see what he's like.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, I'm sorry. Please continue.
No,
Maverick.
No, that's fine.
Come on, Maverick. Give us some baseless speculation.
Before I give my baseless speculation, going off of what Sassylady was saying about watching it, we will be reviewing each episode, and she will be in charge of all of it in our new segment called Roundtable Reviews. There'll probably be a secondary episode outside of these main episodes, probably. If it's anything like a Disney Plus show where they're out consistently on Friday, they'll probably be out Monday or whatever, same time as these. These will be separate. Monday, Tuesday, probably. Just giving you guys a heads up. First episode probably will not come out until after the first episode comes out. That not all of us will be there. There'll be a rotating cast of characters along with her during this whole thing. So yeah, just want to put that out there. There's more stuff coming.
Whoever can wrestle out of bed to talk to me about the show.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Were they releasing more than one episode the first day?
No, it's just the one episode.
I think so.
No, okay. This is not Disney Plus. Disney
no,
Plus.
It's Amazon.
This is not Disney Plus. Oh, we're releasing 3 episodes and they have nothing to do with it.
Yeah, no, it's Amazon. You'll get one a week.
Which I'm okay with that. But anyway, back to my baseless speculation. I think, to be honest, I think there will be a separate faction outside the Brotherhood. They're just not showing it because the Brotherhood is the most iconic faction in the entire gaming, and they're trying to bring in less. They know all of us Fallout players will know what they're talking about. They're trying to bring in the other people. And the Brotherhood is what you see on the game covers half the time and everything. Mm-hmm. So I'm not surprised, but I would not also be surprised if we saw NCR, Caesar's Legion, Great Khans, any other faction within to fight with, because it's not a Fallout thing without multiple factions in it, to be honest.
Yeah.
So
and it just makes for good storytelling if she starts running into these different factions, because they're also different. It would really freak out that little vault dweller, little naive vault dweller.
Yeah. So going back, I understand why they're doing it this way. It's genius, actually, because the Brotherhood, the iconic power armor that you see there, the big thing of like 6 of them walking all in a line was very intimidating. I got intimidated in about 3 seconds. So yes, cool. It was actually really cool, and I didn't think it was CGI either. But that's another topic for another day. If all these suits will be CGI or but I think our time is up for the night. So
I've got one thing I just want to plug real quick, just because it's December. Everybody it is Fallout for Hope time.
Yeah, that's right.
everybody who streams is probably participating in Fallout for Hope right now. So visit your favorite streamer, show them some love, donate some money for Fallout for Hope. All this money goes to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. They perform miracles every day for kids who have cancer, who have other lifetime diseases, and they don't have to pay anything for it. And that's because of people, who donate to them. And we have shown year and year again with our Fallout for Hope campaigning that gamers make a huge difference. We have raised a lot of money for the campaign for St. Jude's Hospital, and a lot of it was Kenneth Figge, the big name behind Chad, the Fallout Story podcast, and then many, many other things. It was kind of his dream child to come up with this campaign. And so many people have gotten on board with it. So literally any Fallout streamer that probably people who stream other games like Starfield right now, or even other games outside of that, find a streamer on Twitch, watch them. They're probably participating. Donate. You can donate probably through other links that they have on their websites or their Twitter pages or something like that. Just find somebody and share a little with the kids this season.
Going off of Fallout for Hope, I did meet while I was out in Las Vegas for New Vegas Days out at Pioneer Saloon. There were a couple people representing Fallout for Hope, and we got to meet some of those people there. It's a very nice organization. Here at the Fallout Roundtable, we do support them full-heartedly. There will be something in our show notes if I don't forget, which I usually do. So Jaxus will probably tell me otherwise. So yeah, it's a very good organization. I highly suggest and hope that you do it this holiday season, as Christmas is coming up and everything. Before long, it'll be 2024. It's weird to think about it since it feels like yesterday was January 2023. So it's been a long year for most people.
It's been fast. It's been a long, fast year.
Yeah, it's been a long but fast year. So anyway, we'll probably keep talking about Fallout for Hope as these episodes come out this December. Maybe into January, February, March, April.
I'm wearing my Fallout for Hope shirt. I don't know if this is last year's or the year before, but I'll probably keep wearing my Fallout for Hope t-shirts for the month of December. I do
have my St. Jude's pin. I don't have it on right now because I forgot to wear it. But that's what they gave us to wear at
cool.
Vegas Days. It's a magnet. It's really nice.
Oh, you should have got one for all of us.
Well, how am I supposed to send it to you?
No.
I don't know. But anyway, going back to Fallout for Hope, I agree full-heartedly. This is serious Maverick time.
It's a worthwhile cause, for sure.
Yes. We'll figure out how to get you your pin. We'll figure it out. But anyway, this has been the Fallout Roundtable. It's nice. It's my two favorite people in the world outside Jaxus. Sassylady and Romer have been here. We've discussing. And I'd like to say, how about you guys say goodbye?
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I'd like to say good morning to all those people on the other side of the world. And good night. Thank you.
This podcast is part of the Robots Radio Rocket Club, a program designed to help all podcasts reach their full potential. For information about joining the Robots Radio Rocket Club, check out robotsradio.net.